So round one is going to be basically skeleton paint, and let's be 100% fair here. These guys have used the pre-existing figure molds. He uses the 2016 NECA mold for Shin Godzilla, and he uses the Leonard mold just sized down with a new head. And you can actually kind of see this as there's obvious wrist movement, or was obvious wrist movement, and the bicep area was a lot smaller than the forearm, and you can actually see it with this one. Here, however, to my understanding, these are completely original sculpts, or at least that's what it would seem. This guy's is completely from the CG model used in the movie, and this, I believe, is either like from the movie and combined with the Leonard mold, because he uses the same exact Fate mold as well. So, in terms of molds, I will say that these guys have a bit more originality to them, but these guys were under like specific circumstances where the movie was delayed, so they had to scramble and make like some movie-based figures for Walmart. So they ended up cranking out these things. So with that being said, now comes to the paint application. Which do I think has the better paint apps? And I gotta say here, these guys by a long shot. Don't get me wrong. The Kong here kind of saves it a little bit with his gray spray and nice paint application with the slashes and the eyes, really good. But the Shin Godzilla, yeah, we don't talk about him. Oatmeal teeth over here. Again, I understand they had to rush these things out, but we're comparing what they are compared to what these are, regardless of the circumstance. And because of that, these guys feature amazing dry brushing across the body, like black dry brushing, blue dry brushing, translucent spikes. And even though the paint application, like the application itself, is crummy across all of them, like across all figures, I gotta say, these guys at least, even though they chip as easily as them, the overall look of them is just much more appealing to the eyes. So round one is gonna have to go to Godzilla vs. Kong. So round two is gonna be articulation. Let's go ahead and be 100% fair about this. We're going to compare the Godzillas and then the Kongs here. So here we have the Godzillas. The Godzilla vs. Kong Godzillas feature a articulated jaw and some mild movement at the head. The classic Godzillas feature no articulation at the jaw and a swivel at the head. Both of them feature arm swivels across all the Godzillas and across both lines. Both of them feature limited movement at the hips, but props to the classic series for actually keeping it a more, what you'd say, movable feet, because both the legs just flat out suck. Hindered as heck. But here's where the tides suddenly turn a bit. This guy has a ball joint at the base, at the tail, and this goes for all the Godzilla variants. The Playmates figures, this varies across all of them. Shin Godzilla has a rotation, very limited, and then a ball joint right here. The 2004 has one rotation here, and then the Burning Godzilla, to my understanding, has the same thing with the 2004 Godzilla. The Kongs, on the other hand, he has a head rotation, swivel hinge shoulders, swivel hinge elbows, swiveled wrists, swivel hinge legs, and swivel hinge knees. The Kong Skull Island features a swivel hinge. It's not a ball joint. I checked at the head. A swivel at the why am I struggling? Shoulder. Why am I struggling to say shoulder? Yeah, whatever. Limited hip swivel at the hip, and pretty good foot rotation as well. So even though that, let's be fair here, the Godzillas are kind of evenly matched. You have better tail articulation on them, but you have better mouth articulation on them. But since it's kind of like a tag team across all figures, the Godzilla versus the Kongs aren't even comparable The head and the feet, yeah, he has the better one, but overall, he has the better articulation. So I gotta say again, they win the point. Round 3, accessories. All of the Godzilla vs. Kong Classic, Godzilla and Kong Classic series figures, they come with nothing. They don't. Come on. If they have like a tail or something that needs to be disattached, you could count that as an accessory. But even then, that's kind of a technicality. All of the Godzilla vs. Kong figures, on the other hand, just the 6-inch. This is 6-inch versus 6-inch, by the way. They all come with something, regardless if it's a little vehicle or weapon or beam or whatever. They come with something. Godzilla comes with a heat ray. Kong comes with a battle axe, and there's a ton of different versions of a Godzilla. I think the supercharged version comes with a fighter jet. The Hong Kong battle one comes with its own heat ray. That's actually a slightly different color, and the radio tower comes with a radio tower. Then we have the Antarctic Kong, which comes with a fighter jet. And then we have another Kong that comes with a fighter jet. And then the Hong Kong Battle Kong that comes with a battle axe. And then we have the Mecha Godzillas that come with a heave and a proton scream. And then the Skull Crawler that comes with a heave. And then the Warbat that comes with an osprey. So yeah, I basically just listed off everything. Yeah, it's a clear win for these guys. Round 4, price. These guys are roughly about... Or actually, I guess size. Let's do size better. All of them in the Godzilla vs. Kong line scale really nicely. I pretty much have no complaints whatsoever. Oh, there goes Kong Skull Island. That's pretty much self-explanatory, because I think he's about like 337 feet. He's about 393 feet. But Godzilla's like much more hunched over than he should. I think it's like measured if he was all the way up there. So if he was all the way up there, yeah, that's no contest. For these guys, however, they obviously vary in terms of size. I mean, 2004 should be a little smaller than Shin. Yeah, he's the same exact height. And Kong Skull Island should be all the way down there. But in terms of like a standard 6-inch thing, you're pretty much golden for all figures. So I would say that's kind of a tie. Now let's get back to price. $9.97 for a figure before taxes at Walmart. $12.97, I believe. Even if these figures and these figures, you get them at a discount. I'm talking about retail. These guys are a bit cheaper, so they win the point. Now, availability. These guys are remaining Walmart exclusives and staying Walmart exclusives. They were always Walmart exclusives. These guys started out as Walmart exclusives, but are being breached out to different retailers like Targets and comic shops. In fact, I've actually started seeing them pop up a bit recently at other retailers. So go ahead and pop up at your local Target or Walmart. See if they have one of these guys in stock, and if they do, go right ahead. So availability, these guys win the point. So let's kind of narrow it down. These guys win the point in terms of sculpt and paint, articulation, accessories, price, and tie with size. These guys win a point in terms of size and availability. So with a score of basically 5-2, like I'm counting the tie as a point for both, the Godzilla vs. Kong line wins. Now, do I think it's the better line? Kinda, sorta, not really. Like, I'm more into variety. I appreciate the fact that there's so much repaints, but that's also kind of a problem because, I don't know, the repaints are not enough to lure me in. I like my variety of kaiju, you know. Playmates literally right now is my only representation of a 6-inch Space Godzilla, Gigan 2004, and Destroyer. I'm not kidding. I mainly collect the Godzilla themselves, but now I'm kind of branching out to different kaijus. And now that we're getting a Rodan and a Rodan Gorosaurus, and then recently released was a Jet Jaguar and Burning Godzilla, I'm hopping on those guys probably not soon. I'll explain why in another late video, but basically to sum it up, I'm not going to be getting them for a little while, but I will when I can. That being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys want only one line to collect, I actually would. It depends on your taste. If you like the Godzilla and Kongs of like the previous movies, go with these ones. If you're really into the MonsterVerse, go with these ones. And I guess this one while you're at it, because he is part of the MonsterVerse after all. Anyways, that being said, like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.